presence, when she got here was around her birthday. Okay, that's when she got here. When she got here, there was flock of drones surrounding the house, hovering, doing surveillance, watching the house. You guys might ask, why are they doing surveillance? Why are they also doing, with some of you guys, they're just doing surveillance. If that's all you're dealing with, live your life. If they're doing, now, the other part, this is where it gets really serious. If they're doing this surveillance to harass on the higher level, then they are most likely trying to kill you. Like with me. They want me dead. They at least want me destitute. They want to force me, again, you got to understand what I'm saying. They want to force us to be homeless or dead or to commit suicide or to go and open fire on, innocent people. That sounds terrible. Absolutely terrible. I have not done any of those things. I'll admit I've had my days where I've maybe cussed up a storm and I've gotten mad at them. I said, what the fuck are you doing? And why are you trying to get underneath my skin right now? But that's part of it. That's part of what these guys do. That's their job. That's their job, man. That's what they do. That's how they get paid. So if you're new to this and you're not aware of all the keywords and terms that are flying around in this community, that's how they get paid. That's how they get down with what they get down. And with me, it seems like they want me just not to use PayPal. I get on Square. I've got $144 on that app. They won't let me get my money off the app. They've hijacked, basically robbed my identity. I've noticed, have you guys also had this issue? They will not verify your identity with facial recognition. I take a double-sided front and back of my ID card, my license. They will absolutely usually refuse on major platforms to approve facial recognition on my driver's license. So then I called customer service today to get a real answer, and I usually send them emails. Usually nobody ever gets back to me as far as, why is this happening? What do we got to do to get past this? What do I have to pursue to get this hold, this lock, or this freeze, remove that from my account, erase that from my account? And nobody has an answer. And they won't tell me on the phone. So as soon as I got on the phone with PayPal, it says this call will probably be recorded for testing, developmental, whatever they say, purposes, right? Well, I try to call them, and then right when they do that, I say, okay, we'll play the same game. I press record. I start recording the call, and then they put me on a 30-minute wait time, and nobody answered the phone call on a 24/7 line. Those are all signs that, that they're trying to halt me, stop me, stall me, delay me. Denial of service, blocking me, refusing access, exclusion. So exclusion tactics are included. Exclusion, withdrawal. They'll play silent games, so you'll be on the phone with them, and you'll be talking to them, and they'll actually lie to you and say, "Oh, I can't hear you. You're coming in real choppy in and out. I can't hear you. I have to call you back." Oh, they'll say, "Oh, that's better. That's so much better. Now I can hear you." Or they say they'll just sit on the other line, and they'll just breathe. They won't say anything. They'll just breathe. They don't say shit. And I'm like, hello, hello, hello? And they won't reply. They won't reply. They won't say anything. It's pretty clear that they want me gone. It'll be a sad day. I'm a very good-looking guy, tall guy, lean, cut, in shape. Be a sad day for my girl if they kill me here soon. Now, I'm wondering if she's a part of it, and I was going to mention why I think she might be a part of it. And I'm going to probably put another video up here in a second. Why she might be a part of it. She made some sideways remarks occasionally. Then she says, "Oh, I was just being sarcastic. I was just trying to have fun." Okay, we can look at some of that and say, was that really you doing that or that? But then with the drone surveillance, like I said, every time this chick leaves this house, now she doesn't live here, she was kicked out of here, the drones suddenly disappear. I'm not saying just one or two. They disappear. They're gone completely. She was here last night. The past few nights before that, the drones were not here. When she left on Friday, they were here. She left on Friday, and as soon as she left, these drones only come out at night to hide, conceal where they're at in the sky, their position, right? So I said, all right, we'll do a little test. When you leave the next few days, I'm going to videotape the sky and just, see if I can see any drones out there. I videotape. I'm very observant. Notice patterns and trends. There's no drone Saturday. There's no drone Sunday. And as soon as she returned back on Monday, yesterday, there was drone surveillance again. Drone surveillance again when she was here. Now, this chick is on disability. What is so awesome now, a lot of this doesn't make sense. Some of this doesn't make sense as far as why they're doing it. But a lot of it does. It's spiritual that's the main part. The better a person you are, the more they're going to come at you in today's modern day world. So they forced her onto disability, and they will force people in your life that are drunk, high. They want you to join them, getting drunk and high every day. They want you to join them in their effort to just stay fucked up all the time, so they can keep you fucked up. So it's easier, again, to destroy your reputation and say, see, look, he's fucked up all the time. He's bound to lose shit. Or, oh, you forgot something over there. They'll just say that's because you're fucked up all the time. It's easy. Much easier, far easier to discredit someone. So, moving past that point, I'm gonna just record her later, here in about an hour or 2 hours, maybe 3. Videotape the sky. See if there's any drones flying around. Just be like, well, that's pretty clear, that when this chick leaves, they're not here all of a sudden. When it's just me. I've had drone surveillance of my own, though. But her drone, she said they followed her in South Bend for one night. And then they stopped. She said they didn't come back until she moved over here. And then once she moved over here, she came out of the homeless shelter because I think maybe her boyfriend she might be targeted too a little bit. Now, they won't let this chick work anywhere. There's a lot of people that they're not going to let you work anywhere. If I'm blacklisted locally, because the city knows that they're going to get sued. So if they can affect my money, then they do what? They activate the environmental tyranny. They're not getting the publicity that they want. They're not getting the favoritism that they want. Well, now they're taking it to the far, 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 far extreme. They won't let me live my life. They want to control me. They want to force me onto disability. And that finally, after they railroaded me out of my first business, I opened a few more. They kept putting me in jail. They used the honeypot and the police and the environmental tyranny as triangulation to set this conspiracy up. Continue to put fake warrants out, phony investigations out for my arrest. It got so bad, I finally had to leave the state on, I think I was out on bond. I was out on bond off some bogus. And then they had put a couple warrants out, one separate warrant. Another one was I set up a landscaping business. The narcissist didn't like that, so he put a warrant out. Now, I don't know who the narcissist is. I just know it's a narcissist. He didn't like that, so he put a warrant out for my arrest. Said that I beat a chick up, that I haven't even been with that chick at that point for months. I haven't even seen her. But all of a sudden now I'm a woman abuser. They kept lying and lying and lying, and INPD, WPD, and Carmel PD are all aware of this. But real bad with INPD and Westfield Police Department. I'm not hating on those actual departments. It's the police officers that have now switched out of there, or they've moved to another department, that they're fully aware of the triangulation tactics that they've used to try to put me in the psych unit, put me in jail, put warrants out for my arrest when I didn't even do anything wrong, forcing me to go 700 miles in the other direction, and then getting pulled over on the side of the interstate and saying, "You're all right, sir. You're good to go. Just take care of your warrant when you get back in town." It's a misdemeanor. It's a misdemeanor. I said, "I know you're not gonna extradite me for that." So, have a good day, buddy. Go catch the real criminals. Go catch the guys that are hurting people. Go catch the real criminals. Hey, with that, I'm gonna get out of here, guys. If you want to talk here soon, I'm down. Bye.